let me tell you the epic tale of the first Final Fantasy game. A story of brave warriors and a great evil. The story of a grand adventure which set the stage for much of what the Final Fantasy series would grow up to become. Our story begins in a world shrouded in darkness, where hope flickers like a distant star. The winds grow silent, the seas rage, and the earth withers. Yet, a prophecy foretells of 4 warriors of light who are destined to arise in the world's hour of need. From distant lands, 4 travelers do at last appear, each clutching a radiant crystal in their hand. They arrive in the kingdom of Cornelia, where a desperate king seeks their aid. His daughter, Princess Sarah, has been abducted by Garland, once a loyal knight of the kingdom, but now a treacherous usurper. Without hesitation, the warriors of light set forth to the Chaos Shrine to face Garland, and as they arrive, they overhear the fallen knight scheming. The king will have no choice but to exchange the kingdom for his daughter's life. Cornelia will be mine. But alas, Garland's evil machinations amount to naught as the warriors defeat him and rescue the princess. Returning her safely to the castle, the king declares, "You truly are the warriors of light. You must venture forth and gather the shards of light, lest our world be consumed by darkness." The king then orders his men to rebuild the bridge to the north, so that the warriors may finally venture forth on their mission to save the world. And so their quest begins. The 4 warriors feeling the weight of their destiny as they clutch the crystals they hold in their hands, unaware of their true significance. They do not know what adventures await them, but the time has come to cast off the veil of darkness and bring the world into the light once more. Traveling north to Provoca, the warriors encounter a band of pirates and swiftly defeat them, saving the townspeople from their plundering. Having been bested by the warriors, the prideful pirate captain Bicke quickly turns over a new leaf and presents them with a peace offering. "I want you to take me ship for your troubles. Can you find it in your heart to forgive an old pirate? Yarr." Taking him up on his offer, the warriors of light set sail for Elfheim, where they happen upon an elven prince cursed to eternal slumber by Astos, king of the Dark Elves. Hoping to undo Astos' evil influence, the king of the ruined Western Keep sends the warriors on a quest to retrieve his crown from a nearby cave. However, not all is as it seems. As the warriors return the crown, the king lets out a sinister laugh. "Fools! You fell right into my trap. I am Astos, king of the Dark Elves. With this crown and the crystal eye I already possess, I shall become the true elf king, and all shall bow before me." However, despite all his plotting, Astos' ambitions are short-lived, as the warriors manage to slay the vile Dark Elf, even at his most powerful. Taking in hand the crystal eye Astos had stolen for his schemes, the warriors promptly return the item to the witch Matoya, who rewards them with a Jolt tonic, a particularly prized potion of hers. The tonic allows them to break the curse that's been placed on the sleeping prince, returning peace to the kingdom of the elves. The warriors of light then continue their journey, lending a helping hand wherever they can. Together they travel to the dwarven stronghold of Mount Duerga, where they present the dwarves with nitro powder. "With this we shall blast through the mountains," the dwarves cheer, "opening the way for your ship." With the canal unblocked and the open sea before them, their journey takes them to Crescent Island, where they discover the reclusive circle of sages. The sages tell them that the 4 elemental crystals are being fed off by the 4 fiends of chaos, and that in order to return the crystals to their original brilliance, the Warriors of Light must defeat them. With their quest laid out before them, the warriors venture deep into the cavern of Earth, where they confront Lich, the fiend of Earth. With a voice as cold as the grave, Lich snarls,
"I will not be disturbed by mortal men, for I am the power that withers the earth itself."
But even in the face of such terrifying power, the warriors emerge victorious, returning light to the crystal of Earth and some semblance of life to the barren ground. The warriors press on to Mount Gulg, where they brave the insides of an active volcano. At the heart of the volcano, they then find Maralith, the fiend of fire, who roars,
"So you are the ones who defeated the fiend of Earth, but you will not best me. The power of the burning flame is mine, and mine alone."
Yet, the warriors prevail, and the fire crystal is restored. Going from the frying pan and into the freezer, their journey next takes them through the cavern of ice, where they obtain a levistone, which they use to raise an ancient airship from the sands of the desert and soar to new heights. Before continuing on with their journey, the warriors undergo an ordeal in the Citadel of Trials, and are rewarded with a measly rat's tail for all their efforts. However, as they present the tail to Bahamut, the mighty Dragon King, the dragon rumbles and grants them the power of true champions.
"Long has it been since men of courage stood before me. Your bravery seems worthy of consideration. The rat's tail you carry is a fitting token of courage and strength. So be it. I shall honor you with titles befitting your valor. Go now and restore the crystals to grace."
With his newfound power, they continue their journey and acquire oxy ale from a fairy, allowing them to breathe underwater. Using this ability, the warriors then explore the sunken shrine to face Kraken, the fiend of water, who welcomes them.
"Do you really think you can defeat me here in my own domain? Fools! These dark depths shall be your tomb."
But even with all of Kraken's boasting, the warriors manage to fell the foul fiend. Next, they travel to Lufinia, where they are met with the descendants of an ancient race that once lived among the clouds, Lufenians, the sky people that originally built the airship they have been riding. Recognizing their bravery and strength, the Lufenians give the warriors access to the Mirage Tower, which leads to a castle floating high in the sky. The castle was once the home of their people, but has now become the flying fortress of the Fiend of Wind, Tiamat. Ascending to the flying fortress using a warp gate at the top of the tower, the Warriors of Light confront Tiamat, the final fiend.
"You have defeated 3 fiends and reached my lofty perch,"
Tiamat hisses.
"May the image of Tiamat be the last to burn in your eyes."
But despite the fiend's threats, the warriors defeat the monster and restore light to the 4th and final crystal. Returning to the Circle of Sages, the warriors learn of a time loop that traps the world in an endless cycle of darkness. To break the cycle, the sages explain, you must journey 2,000 years back in time and face the source of the chaos. To accomplish this impossible task, the Warriors of Light then return to the Chaos Shrine and use their crystals to warp time. In the depths of the Chaos Shrine of old, the warriors face their final challenge, Garland, the once renowned knight they had felled at the start of their adventure in the future. "Oh, you did defeat me then," Garland explains. "But the 4 great forces saved me by sending me back through time. Once here, I sent the 4 fiends into the future, where they shall once again use the 4 great forces to send me into the past." Garland then takes on the form of chaos, the dark and monstrous force behind the time loop.
You who once defeated me,
Chaos bellows.
shall now fall before my eternal power.
The warriors prepare for battle, and in an epic clash that shakes the very foundations of time, the warriors of light fight with all their might. Then at last, with a final resounding blow, chaos is vanquished, the time loop shattered, and peace returned to the world. At last, the balance of wind, water, earth, and fire is restored, and the brave warrior's tale, though buried in the annals of history, lives on in the stories of dwarves, elves, dragons, and men. But as one story ends, another begins. For this world is filled with countless tales of heroes and villains, of hope and despair, of light and darkness. And so the saga of Final Fantasy continues, with new adventures yet to unfold, and new heroes destined to rise. Good night.